one of the keystone species in the ecosystem. Just after the elephant, after the hippo, they play a very big role in the ecosystem. I call them my ecosystem engineers because this termite mound, a lot of species benefit from it. Leopard, they might come and elevate themselves to have a better view to look for prey. Monkeys, they also come and sit at the top of the mount for also elevation, better view. Also birds, they also use it. To me, it plays a role. And these are macro termites. So what they do, they collect the dead plant matter around this area and they bury it underground in what we call the vegetable gardens. They are not able to digest cellulose. So they need fungus to break down what the plant matter that they've collected. And then they feed off what has been broken down by the fungus.
So they feed the fungus and eat the fungus at the end.
No. The fungus help them to break down the plant matter that they've collected outside, like dead twigs, grasses, leaves. This is they feed what has been broken down by the fungus. That's why there's very good mushrooms after heavy rains. We fight for those mushrooms with baboons. They are not as watery as what you get in the shops. They're a little bit harder, and if you have to put them on a frying pan with oil and salt, I tell you, this is the only time when I become a vegetarian because it's not comparable. And if you find them on a plate, you might think somebody else have just cooked maybe chicken or fish. Yeah.
Delicious,
so
huh?
You asked a very important question. The tree or the termite mound, which one comes first? Remember, the tree needs nutrients. And what is inside the termite mound is nutrients. So he mentioned either bears will come and sit on a mount, drop a seed after eating a fruit berry from one of the trees, because all the trees that are along the river, almost all of them are fruit-loving trees. You have the mangosteen, your bed plums. And if he comes and sits here, he leaves a seed inside the mound. And when the workers come and cover that seed, there's very good nutrients in the mound because there's dead plant matter out there. And they also maintain a certain temperature for them to survive. That's why as the colony becomes bigger and bigger, your termite mound will become higher and higher. You'll see if the temperature is not good enough inside the mound, they'll open up for air to either enter the mound or to escape the mound. And when the temperature is good enough, then they close all the mound. You'll see because these termites are very sensitive to heat, just like your skin guys. They are very pale, so they don't have the melanistic pigmentation, that black to brown pigment on their skin. So they tend to work more at night. And also, if they have to work during the day, it will be a festival around this place, especially the bears and baboons. They'll come and just finish them off. So nights are very important for them to survive. So basically, in short, that is that about the mound. But if you look at what the termite used to build this mound, they dig the soil underground and they mix them with their saliva and water. And then they made a very hard paste, because this thing you will not break easily. Very, very hard.
And they make that during night, you say?
Mostly at night.
So that's a working mound. It's inhabited.
This is a live mound. That's why this can also be used as a source of direction in the bush. Because if you look at our prevailing wind, they are easterly winds most of the time. So if your termite mound is wet during the day, or in first morning after the workers have worked through it at night, and then the sun plus the wind will just tilt it a little bit towards the west. So you'll see most of your mounds will be pointing a little bit to your west. So So if you somehow get lost with direction, please look out for the termite mound as a source of direction. Otherwise, your other source will be the nesting sites of the buffalo weavers. The best nest, they're also more to the west than to the east. Maybe it's something to do with the sun is more harsh in the morning. Maybe they tend to be in the western side of the trees.